With environmental training, we prefer you to experience the joy of doing environmental training yourself. It's your mind, it's your brain, and we want you to be in full control of your mind and brain. Those of you who read our web blogs on SlideShare, WordPress, will know that environmental training is very intensive. It's not for the lazy, it's for those who want a mental challenge. But the value of a mental challenge is not just in the challenge itself, it's what you can do with it. If these exercises do not develop your power to concentrate, they are a waste of time. You'd be far better picking your nose. At least your nose will be clean afterwards. But these exercises are not a waste of time, as those who do them will testify. Continuing on with the theme of your front door, what further can we extract from your front door? Remember, each person's front door is different, and these sessions are just giving you a little taster. You will go and make further investigations about your own front door. We've covered the shape, the right-hand corners, we've covered the sides, the lock, how it swings. Now, let's go back to this business of the lock. We agreed from our previous session that the lock can either be on the left side or it can either be on the right side. Generally, locks are just above the halfway line. Remember, just below your shoulder of a fully grown adult. A child is different. And what you'll find is that the locks generally are one above the other. One lock, then the next lock below. And then if you're even excessively careful or something to protect, you have a third lock. But the more locks you have, the lower you have to go. So generally, locks start just above the halfway line. But what you want to do is to, once again, go and observe. When you're standing, press your shoulder against the door and say, hang on, is this halfway down? Also, what is the size of my door? Well, if you're 6 foot or taller, well, you'll know that your door is definitely more than 6 foot. Or 6 feet, as some people say. So generally, your door could probably be anything between 7, just about 7 or 7.5 feet. But once again, all that you can tell by taking an even bigger interest, i.e., you can look at a manual that will tell you what the average door is. Each country will have a different rule. So we've agreed that the lock's in either 1 lock, 2 locks, 3 locks. If it's on the left side, it won't be on the right side. If the lock is on the right side, it will not be on the left side. This is once again standard observation. Good. More about the locks. Some locks have been screwed in, so you can actually see the screws that have screwed them in. Other locks, they've been put in such a way that obviously a hole has been drilled, and obviously it's on the other side, so you don't see the screw when you're on the outside of the house. But maybe you'll see the screw when you're on the inside. What is your front door like? All that you will note. Also, the bell, if you have a bell. If you run your eyes from the lock towards the bell, 1, are they on the same side? If the bell is on the opposite side, is it actually on the door, or is it on the wall, which is at right angles to the door? That's an interesting question. That's what you've got to ask yourself, so that next time you're standing outside of the front door, you're taking a good look at your front door. That's the point behind this whole thing, to generate an interest in your front door.